Today we're going to discuss one of the most common points of confusion for a new lifter, learning how a general lifting model applies to their body. While it may seem unintuitive at first, two people can have lifts that look different, and yet both can be lifting in perfect accordance to the same model. Hi, I'm Jason Ball. One of the most common things I hear from first-time clients is, "Help, I studied videos of someone doing a lift, and when I try to do the lift exactly like them, everything falls apart. When I get my back angle as horizontal as them, my knee position gets messed up. Then if I fix the knees, my heels come off the ground. I just can't seem to get my body to fit the same template as what I watched online." In other words, the person who is getting started will often try to replicate the exact angles and positions of a technique that they saw in a video or textbook. Much confusion can be avoided if you understand that what you are looking at in such an instance is of someone conforming to a model, an abstraction, a set of principles that will determine how something will work. Two people with differently proportioned bodies can follow the same model perfectly and still end up with different looking lifts. The barbell lifts will not follow a preset template, so it's not, you must be this vertical when squatting, or you have to have this joint angle, but rather that you must be balanced against the force of gravity. The position you take to achieve balance will vary from one anthropometry to another. Let's look at the rule, keep your center of mass balanced over the midfoot in the squat. I'm 5'11", or 6'1" on Tinder. My torso is relatively long for my height, so keeping the stance of my feet and the position of the bar on my back consistent, I will have to be more upright than a normally proportioned person to keep my barbell balanced. Now compare my squat position to Nikki Sim's squat position. She's a similar height as me, but with super long femurs. Assuming her stance and the position of the bar on her back are constant, her back angle will have to be more horizontal than a normal low bar squat, and a whole lot more horizontal than mine. But who is right? Both of us. Examples like this abound. Consider the bottom position for the overhead press. Two people can follow the model, with the point of the elbow in front of the bar, and a vertical forearm, and a tight grip with the bar low on the hand, but if one person has longer forearms, or shorter humeruses, the bar will float higher up on their body. This is okay, because the exact height of the bar is not a point of importance on the model. If you were to only fixate on the bar's position relative to the landmarks of the face and neck, you would be ignoring the model, which is simply to go as low as you can without dropping the bar or relaxing the upper back. If you try to make one lifter look exactly like another, like they need to fit a cookie cutter visual template, you'll be frustrated, as lowering the bar to the same position may violate another part of the model you are trying to follow. One of the most important things you can learn when you are a new lifter or a coach is that there's a model for the lift, and there's that model as manifested in the anthropometry of the individual doing the lift. Calibrating your eye to recognize what is a technique error and what variations in technique are actually implied by the model takes time. You can cut the learning curve by getting a coach who already knows the model well, by studying the model in detail, and by generally being aware that these kinds of differences in performance are expected from person to person. Bodies are not built in identical cookie-cutter forms, and a good model for a lift is one that follows mechanical principles rather than a list of precise angles that assumes all bodies are the same. For more on the models for the basic barbell movements, click the link here.